My mom was from Minneapolis. She came to New York the day she graduated from college. She wrote for Newsweek. That was her first job out of college. Then she wrote the NBC Evening News. Then she was one of the producers at NBC. And then she quit to be a mom. And when I went to kindergarten, I'm the youngest of three boys. She got her master's in education in New York and ran school volunteer programs in some of the lowest performing schools around the city and taught remedial reading in the Brooklyn House of Detention. So she was someone who was very much of a political activist. You know, she saw her work in education as being a part of the civil rights movement to try and give young people a chance to, in life, to get an education and to get a decent opportunity. She felt exactly the same way about teaching in the Brooklyn House of Detention. Both of those schools and that jail were overwhelmingly populated by overwhelmingly Black and brown people, which was the reason she was doing it. Mm-hmm. And she was, you know, a very fiery political person. As I like to say, in 1972, I don't know who my dad voted for, but I know my mom voted for Shirley Chisholm, the first Black woman to ever run for president, and who was like people, and everyone's like, isn't that cute? My mother's like, no, it's not cute. She's the best person in the race by a million miles. And everyone's like, oh, isn't that cute? She said, no, really, take a look. And if you look back to 1972, Richard Nixon, George McGovern, Shirley Chisholm, let me just say, my mom wasn't kidding. She voted for by far the best person in that race.
What did you learn from your mom? I'm assuming that she's the one who influenced your political views.
Well, you know, it's sort of funny because when I think about my mom, she's the opposite of a limousine liberal. You know, my mom got around New York City on a bicycle. If she rode up to Harlem to teach or to shop, both of which she did, she rode her bicycle. And she was a tough guy. You know, she had a temper. She didn't like injustice. And when she found it, she got mad. And she was a fighter. And that's what I saw. It wasn't a theory for her. You know, when I asked her about an issue, she was relating it to human beings who she knew and cared about. And so when you talk to, you know, if you talk to my mom about racial justice, she would get mad. If you talk to her about the Vietnam War, she would get mad. There was very much a sense of justice pushing her, and she was really religious. Mm-hmm. So a big part of it was a feeling about, you know, doing the right thing, morality, being that kind of person.